this review is about the Bourjois Serum Gel Foundation, and my name is Vanilla N52 and I'm a makeup artist, and I wanted to give you my experience that I had with the foundation and share it with you guys, as well as also show you how you can apply the foundation on your face, and also what tool I personally love to use, which I would recommend for you as well. Now when it comes to the foundation, I'm in the shade 52, and also when it comes to the coverage, it has a very sheer coverage. So this brings me to how you can use the foundation. So first, I would recommend you to use it with your fingers because it has a very sheer coverage, and it's also very liquidish in a gel texture, which is easy to blend once you're applying it with your fingers, or a makeup sponge. Make sure that the makeup sponge is also a damp sponge. Now, I wouldn't directly recommend using a brush for it because it depends on how you personally apply the foundation. Then you might get bothered because of the stripes and lines which you can get with the foundation brush. So that's why I either would recommend you using the finger or a damp sponge, just to make your life way easier. Now when it comes to the application, which I wanted to share with you guys right now, I'm going to use the damp makeup sponge, and I have also some on my mixing palette. Now you can also use it on the back of your hand, or you just can use each palm between your fingers and then apply a bit after some time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hair back, just make sure that there's nothing that can annoy you while you're applying foundation, and we're going to start apply the foundation. Now once you're going to apply it, you will feel that the texture is very, very soft and gentle, and that it's also very smooth, so it's easy to blend. And sometimes foundations can set so that you have to work it in a bit quicker, but with this one it needs some time until it sets on your skin. So this makes it way easier and also gives you more time to make sure that you're able to blend the foundation. Now by applying it, you can tell how good the coverage is. For me personally, in a situation as it is right now, where I have loads of breakouts and also my dark circles are very visible, I personally would go in with a medium coverage foundation. This is just my preference at a situation like this. But if you have clear skin, you have no problematic areas, or you just want to even your skin out with a very sheer coverage foundation, then I definitely would recommend you this one. And it gives you also a very luminous finish. Now it still gives you a natural glow, so that it's not as you would blind, or that it has a lot of oil in it. It's more like it gives you a very natural glow, so that it will suit for the everyday person, and also if you wear everyday makeup for your workplace or just for yourself, and also because you want to have fun. Now I'm just going to also blend it on my forehead, nose area. What I also would recommend is make sure that you're not using too much foundation towards the outer areas of your face, so that you're able to blend it into the skin. Otherwise, also into your hairline. Otherwise, it can be get a bit tricky, and you will have a very harsh line. But other than that, it's really easy to blend, and it's just it feels very, very moisturizing. Now the thing with this foundation, and also the experience that I had, is I'm in the tropics, so I'm sweating quite a lot, and I have my favorite foundation, and I also love to try out new products, of course, because you always can find, while you're trying out new products, you can find also new products that will suit you, or you will discover products that won't go with your skin type. Now I have a drier combination skin, which means that my T-zone can get very, very oily, but my cheek areas are a bit more dry. So what I experienced with this foundation is that for me personally, it just layers a bit strange on top of my skin. So I know how the foundation should look like when my skin likes the foundation and the foundation likes my skin. So I've never, I haven't changed anything. I use the same moisturizer, etc. I'm applying it with the sponge, which I would do with the Maybelline foundation that I personally do love. But with this one, I just had the experience that it just layers on top very, very strangely, which it makes me feel very insecure of going outside the house and leaving for work. So this is the experience that I had. I love how it applies on my face. I love how it's blendable. Like everything is fine with that. But for me personally, I just discovered that it like feels very strange on top of my skin, as my skin and the foundation like do not like each other, and they just would like go away from each other. So it's more like sitting on top of my skin rather than like melting with the skin, which for me is very like problematic, because when I'm leaving the house, especially in the tropics, I'm sweating a lot. For me personally, I'm very, very lazy, and I don't want to care much about my makeup on how it looks during the day. So when I came home with it and it was really hot, I discovered that it creased a lot on me, even though I've used quite a lot of powder. I normally do not really use a lot of powder, but with this one I just felt I need more powder than usual, just because of the feeling that it's giving me. And this is where I personally would guess that this foundation is way more suitable for skin first that has, like if you have a very beautiful skin and you just want to have a bit of coverage and just even out some discolorations, but nothing with dark circles or breakouts. Or if you have a dry to very, very dry skin, or for winter time when your skin can get very cracky and also rough. This would be the perfect foundation. But for me in this situation right now, and also where I'm living, I just personally would stick to my Maybelline foundation, because this one is not giving me the right feeling and I'm feeling not comfortable wearing it during the day. Other than that, all the other products are layering beautiful on top. Like if you powder your face and set the foundation, of course the luminous glow will go away if you powder. Otherwise you can also use setting spray to keep the glow. Now I personally also love, like I'm the type of person that loves powder, so this is how I would set it, and also use a bit of concealer, which I use from Bourjois as well. And it didn't really do, like I didn't really feel comfortable with it. But I'm not saying that it's a bad product, I'm just saying that it's not working with my skin type, and also not working maybe with the environment because it's so hot and in the tropics. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I just know that it didn't work out as beautifully as I personally would love to. So I can imagine, like, it's not a bad product, it's blendable. It has a smell which is really nice and refreshing. It wakes me up. It also helps me for discoloration, so my redness isn't as strong as it was at the beginning. It also gets a bit rid of my dark circles, so it's not a bad product. It's just that I personally wouldn't use it for my skin type and also for the heat that I'm in. So I know that I can trust my Maybelline foundation, where I have a good feeling about it and where I don't need to worry about it's breaking apart like all of a sudden. With this one, I noticed that because of the heat and also because it's still moving around, like this is a foundation for my skin type where I discovered that it's very movable, which means every touch that I do on my face, it will rip the foundation off. Like you will have it on your fingers and everywhere. Also it will go into my lines right here, and also in around my nose and my laughing lines, which isn't a bad thing, but I just noticed that it happens with this one more commonly and also rapidly than with the Maybelline one. So this is where I personally see the difference. I wouldn't buy this product again just because I know a better one that works for me the best. So if you are a Bourjois fan and you want to give it a try, just go for it. I definitely would recommend you to get the product if you have a better skin type, like a drier to very dry skin, or if you really need the gel foundation and also moisture. And if you because when a person has dry skin, the product will sink into the skin and it won't move that much. But with this one, because I don't have a dry skin, like not only a dry skin, it's still movable. And where did it move? In my T-zone. So it didn't move right here. I had no problems right here because this is where I'm dry. But here in this region, this is where it did move, and that's what I personally don't like. So this is my final statement that I have for you guys. I hope that I also could be able to help you out. What I normally would do now is, as I did also with the other days when I used it, just use some translucent powder on top, and this is how you set the foundation. That's all what you need. But I definitely would go for people that have a drier skin type than I do. Now this is what I wanted to share with you guys Thank you so much for watching. I hope that I could help you and also show you how you can apply the foundation, because it works beautifully and it's so easy to blend. And don't forget, you can also use your fingers. This is what I want to share with you guys, and I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye!